Madini Mazimba, back again. So artificial intelligence is here to stay. At the moment, it's in nearly every online platform in one way or the other. Yes, there's still a lot of skepticism about its overall benefits and also whether the current direction and developments are the way to go. But you can no longer ignore or easily block AI out of our lives. In Zimbabwe, the majority of people experience AI via WhatsApp's Meta. It's a platform that's easiest to access. For many, it's basically used as a Google alternative. Those who have full access to other AI platforms, they know how disruptive AI is becoming. At the current moment, the creative sector is feeling some serious heat. And in just a few years of AI going mainstream, graphic designing is basically dead. AI models can now easily design a standard flyer, a logo, an advert, whatever you want. Music production is also under threat, with platforms such as Suno Music, where one can make a full song from just prompts. And for genres such as pop music, which were fully computer generated, the future is definitely bleak. I feel it will, however, take a couple of more updates to fully replace or fully create those niche fusion sounds, such as African fusion, Chimurenga music, which are live instrument led and require specific traditional instruments such as the wosho, mbira, banjo, marimba for their creation. Now, video production is also under some serious threat with video generating platforms such as Veo, Nano Banana, Grok Imagine not popping up from all angles, and all those platforms are getting better at rapid speed. And I feel these ones may even take over faster than music generating not platforms. So from what I've highlighted above, you can see the arts sector is in a limbo. The major question now is how should we embrace AI generated art in our society? How should we celebrate and judge AI generated music? Should we judge it or celebrate it just as we do traditionally made art? Should we judge it using the same measure? Given how it's now unavoidable, how then should we monitor and control the disruption that AI is bringing? Now, these questions came about when the biggest awards ceremony in Zimbabwe, the National Arts Merit Awards, the NAMAs, released their nominations for this year's edition. Among the Video of the Year category, they included an AI-generated video, Fake Love, by Winky D, which was prompted by Jusa Dementa, in the mix, not alongside other traditionally made videos. And that grabbed my attention. It got me thinking, is it the right move? Isn't this premature? Now, from my understanding, the Namas are the guardians of arts in Zimbabwe, and what they do or how they move has repercussions across the entire creative industry. Now, to give an overview of our local arts industry, not especially the music industry, the local arts industry operates as a balanced ecosystem filled with vocalists, songwriters, beatmakers, producers, sound engineers, cinematographers, video editors, choreographers, who all contribute to make a timeless project. And in Zimbabwe, we have had some issues establishing a working, comprehensive ecosystem, but I have to say in the past decade or so, a lot of progress has been made in making our arts industry operate in a proper standard way. And I feel blindly not embracing AI is definitely going to disrupt this development. Now, with Nama embracing an AI video, uh, especially one which is 100% AI generated, I feel it's not a well thought out decision at this moment in time. This move basically sends a signal to artists. It's an incentive for many artists to follow suit, which will lead to the death of local videographers, who I feel were impressively leveling up. I think if you look at the music videos from the past 10 years or so, our videographers, our directors, our editors, they were all doing an amazing job. The standard and the quality of our local music videos was going up and up. Now, with this, I feel is going to disrupt that growth, and is also going to affect the careers of a lot of other personnel, such as the camera people, the lighting crews, makeup crews, costume designers, choreographers, and dancers. All their careers will now be on the line. Now, for me personally, I feel a more pragmatic and strategic decision would have been better at this juncture. For example, imposing a quota of some sort. For example, implementing a maximum percentage of 15 to 20% of AI generated content in a music video for it to be considered. That way we give some space for AI to be used in those instances where previously not computer generated images or CGI were being not used. It will work as a cheaper alternative to CGI for those upcoming artists who cannot afford. AI could now provide a platform for them to have some shots for those dramatic scenes. But also that quota will help ensure that the larger part of any music video remains authentic, it remains real, and it will help preserve authenticity in our music videos. Now, as I'm saying this, we have to understand that music videos are not just for entertainment, but they are also an important tool to showcase the way of life of people and also the beauty of certain places. A song about societal issues can go further if it shows the mood on the ground. Imagine someone singing about maybe, let's say, the drug abuse, the pandemics that are happening on the ground. It will have much more impact if you have actual footage of what's happening in the in our different suburbs, in our different areas that we live in, rather than having some AI generated kind of pics. Now also many got to know of Bridal Veil Falls after watching Janet Manyowa's Zadzisa video. Some got to know about La Rochelle after watching Japreza's Jerusalem video. So you can see music videos also act as tourism marketing tools, and that is something that will be lost if you blindly push not for AI videos. Now another vital loss that will be brought by these AI generated videos is that those that I've watched at this current moment, you could feel that they lack emotion. The artist or those the impersonations of the artist, they have a very, very limited emotional range. Now for me, when I watch music videos, there's something about watching the facial expressions, the body language of an artist when they're about to hit, that amazing note, or when they do that signature dance. And it's something that I feel should be treasured. And now the Namas, they are about celebrating art in its purest and finest form, and they should play a major part in ensuring emotion is never not lost when it comes to creating art. Now, however, as I said, we cannot ignore or block out AI. It's definitely here to stay. So for now, I think at this current moment, the better option was for them to have a specific category for AI videos. Just group them in their own. Just group them. Ega could know what the best AI generated video, which will be separate from the video of the year. And because for me, I definitely believe it's unfair to bundle them with those traditionally made videos, which required a whole ecosystem, a team of people for that video to be created, against an AI generated video which just needed one person who knows how to write a prompt. So I feel Nama should take a leading role in ensuring that we keep the ecosystem growing, whilst at the same time not embracing these new technologies. So to conclude, I suggest there is need to have in-depth discussions, not from all major stakeholders, on how we will regulate and control the infiltration of AI in the art sector. And these discussions are not to block AI, but to find ways for it to coexist with already existing ways of creating art. A platform or a way forward which protects what the gains that we have had up to this moment, and also at the same time finds way to embrace these new technologies and have these two complement each other. So definitely an evolution is underway, which we cannot stop. And it's up to say to the organizations, the stakeholders, such as the NAMA, the Ministry of Arts, ZBC, Alpha Media, Zimpepa, Zimura, radio stations, just to mention a few, to steer the path forward. Now, those are just my 2 cents on this issue of AI in the art sector. And I know a lot of you, some of you have some thoughts. If you agree with what I've said on this video, just go in the comment section. Tell me where you agree with me, where we disagree. I'll be very much looking forward to those comments.